Welcome one and all to this cast of the Dota 2 Romania 5 Spring Cup ticket. My name is Toffees, as always. Glad to be here with you guys today. You can go over to @Toffees_Dota2 on Twitter and follow me for all the great stuff that you need as far as upcoming matches and tournaments that I work are concerned. That said, let's talk a little bit about this tournament and a little bit about what we're going to get here today. So I will admit a little short notice on me getting here. Did want to jump in and get some good broadcasting. I haven't had the pleasure of watching Romanian Dota before. So when the opportunity came up to cast the tournament, I jumped at it. Love exposing myself to some new things. And I'm glad to be able to bring you guys the English cast for those of you who are exploring some other tournament options. That said, this is BIP versus Mavin. I'm not familiar with either of them, but I do know Bananas in Pajamas was a pretty popular show when I was growing up. So interesting to watch. Picks and bans so far. Keep in mind I am by myself right now. Due to short notice, was unable to grab myself a co-caster. That said, we do want to keep in mind that the pickups, the ban outs, Ember Spirit, Invoker, Drow, OD Lycan, it looks like. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lycan and I'm sorry, Ancient Apparition. I did just get off of work, so you have to pardon me while I get my tongue untwisted. That said, pretty common picks at Ember Spirit first ban, especially in some of the non-pro leagues. He is a handful to have. Now we see the Bane Mirana combo picked up first from Mavin Gaming. Pretty popular pickup. That a lethal combo. Incredibly powerful. Nyx, Assassin, and Visage also in play. Should be a pretty good aggression out of that. So we see a lot of aggressive lineups right now. Very excited to see how this pans out. So excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to step out. I got to fix my laptop. That way I can chat with those of you in Twitch. I'll be right back. Welcome one and all to this cast of the Alright, I am back as I get everything hooked up. It is a Puck pickup and a Sand King grab by Mavin and Bananas in Pajamas in turn. So right now that Bananas in Pajamas lineup looking pretty strong on the lockdown and the gank potential, the mobility. There's that Lifestealer. I thought they might do that. The Lifestealer bomb potential out of Puck and Nyx Assassin. Let us not forget his ability to enter fights very quickly is very nice, especially with that combo stun. So a lot of stuns coming out of Bananas in Pajamas. They're definitely building for a teamfight isolation type of build, whereas Mavin Gaming seems to be a little more crit happy as far as looking for those pickoffs. So should be two very different strategies going into this, and I look forward to seeing how they play out. That said, we see a Viper ban and a Rubik ban. Pretty common there. They do know that Bananas and Pajamas needs to support, but this draft going very fast, lightning quick. Both teams barely using a combined 10 seconds of bonus time. So TA picked up by Mavin Gaming, and Bananas and Pajamas going to make that last pick. I think that they could benefit from maybe a Crystal Maiden here. They do seem to like that lockdown, but you know, a Dazzle could be a lot of fun. Now Bananas and Pajamas taking their time. They know they got the last pick. They know that they have to make it a good one, and that is very important for them. Pull up all of the browser chats here, and the last pick is a Darkseer. So interesting selection. It looks like that Nyx Assassin, I would venture to guess, is probably gonna be run in a support role here, which is the beauty of the Nyx Assassin. He does have a lot of viability in multiple positions, and the fact that he can very comfortably play that support just as often as play that offlane or that mid makes him very nice in that early pickup phase, because your opponents don't really know what to do to deal with you. Alright, so just like that, the game is underway. No rest for the wicked, right? They got that draft done incredibly fast. I'm still trying to get my laptop fired up for stream monitoring, and they jump right into the action, so I guess I will too. That said, hopefully the sound quality and everything is great for you guys. Like I said, I just got home from work, but wanted to bring you some Romanian Dota as fast as I possibly could. That said, let's introduce the dire side to you. We've got Mavin, nothing special, playing the Mirana out in front on the safe lane, along with Evans Dota, I think that's how I'm going to say it, playing the Bane. We've got LeBron, no relation to Mr. James, playing the Sand King. Over in the mid, Nada is going to be playing that TA, and Arlic Mavin Dodo is going to be playing the Clockwork. Down the Radiant side with a little more of an aggressive play here, looking for possible kill, is the Shiny Shakuya playing the Nyx Assassin for BIP. Senora Dra playing for the Lifestealer. Kipo playing the Visage. TJ playing the Puck, and Chris playing the Dark Seer. So Dark Seer, we haven't seen him in competitive play all that often of late. Excited to see it come out here. So game sound seems to be muted. Let me get that turned on for you guys. There we go. I'll turn that up just a little bit. Excellent. And off in the mid lane, let me open up the last hit deny chart for you. And here we go. D double damage rune starting out with the Nyx Assassin as he rotates down to that bottom lane. Definitely running into support. He will protect that Senor Hydra as he gets ready to lane up against this. Looks like the typical offlane out of Clockwork. Now we do have a dual mid lane right now. Bane, I think, just going for an escort should transition up to the top lane pretty quickly here. So Voodoo, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Love to type back, but I don't know why my laptop is acting crazy right now. Let's look at that top lane. Triz coming around. Sand King wants to go on, and Bane comes from behind. Lands a Nightmare. Position set up. Here's the arrow. Knocks him out. Great job. Here comes the stun from the Sand King. Hold on to the last second. This is going to be a first blood. Chris don't stand a chance. And down he goes, not even needing to use the Burrow Strike. Great patience by the Sand King reserving that mana. So, boom! And down goes our first death of the game. Darkseer sent back to the Ancient. Nada getting harassed pretty hard over here. And BP doing a great job of it. Game sound does seem a little bit quiet tonight. I'm not sure why. Oh, no, there it is. I just have my headset turned down. So, we should be good to go. Sounds about right. Alright, finally got the laptop up. And so far, no big ganks after that first one. I really think Mavin was setting out to kind of set a standard with the first kill and really wanted to make sure that BIP knew what the play was. They knew that they were here to win and that they had some heavy plans. And BIP has had to play a little safer since that moment. In fact, take a look at this jungle right now. Where is that Darkseer? He's down here. He's looking for a gank. He's left his lane completely up against that aggressive safe lane. He doesn't want to be there, so he's going to go work the jungle a little bit and leave open farm to the Mirana, which honestly, I don't know that I can support that. That puts him in a really tough situation in this late game. Gank rotation coming around from Shiny Sockeye, who's also working the jungle just a little bit, and you gotta wonder if it wouldn't behoove them to send him towards the top and let him get that off-lane farm. No one's getting that experience, and that really could lead to their undoing later in this game. Alright, we've got the chat room up. Yes, alright. Up and running, that's what's important. And waiting for the next action. Down on the bottom, Senor Hydra isn't even messing with trying to harass Mavin at all, but why would you? Just sit there, get your farm. His last hits are pretty good right now up against that Clockwork, and he's not even needing to be protected, really. Visage, Kipo here is keeping an eye on things, but isn't doing the greatest job of boxing out that Clockwork. As I say it, I eat my words. So Clockwork's just sort of soaking the XP. His last hit's incredibly low, but more importantly, the denies and his last hits from Lifestealer are pretty high right now and doing a great job. Over on that mid lane, Nodo and Puck going head-to-head. Nodo winning this one. Now, those Psy Blades and that shield just make him so hard to deal with for Puck in this situation. But the real story of the game right now is that Mirana, look at her farm. She's getting those last hits now. She's moving up in the rankings because she has been all alone on that lane for a very long time. Interestingly enough, the support out of the Mavin side only now have started to rotate around for a possible gank. Puck in a bad place at the wrong time. Gets caught in the Nightmare. That's huge. Here's going to be the stun from the Sand King. As soon as he gets out, they're going to put some damage on him, and he's going to go down. So that is a second kill. Puck going for the DD had no idea about that rotation because they don't have vision up there. Meanwhile, down the bottom, Clockwork uses the cogs, but catches the Nyx Assassin inside with him. Lifestealer moves around, pops himself on a cog, but he's in a good position to keep them from getting away. Run, Mavin, run. Tries to get into the bushes. He wants to hide. Is he going to eat his way out of there? He can't. He's blocked in. They go around to make sure he doesn't get anywhere. The chase is on. He tries to eat his way out, and he's stunned for his trouble. Wastes the tango, pulls the cogs. No, you got to watch that backside. In comes Evil. Even's trying to do some nice work by Bane, and Clockwork's going to escape with Visage paying the price. So great play, good rotation by Even Dota to come down and make that fight work in their favor. And this, I gotta say, spells trouble for BIP. Even's Dota still sitting in the bushes, wants to keep an eye on things. Nice ward here, was able to keep that area nice and clear, wants to keep an eye on that ganking mid. And so far this game, the story of the game has been Mavin. They've been doing great work here. The net worth by Mirana is wicked nice right now, and she is about to pass Lifestealer on that farm list. Finally, Darkseer returns to the lane and decides he needs to put a harass on her, but too little too late is the question that we have to ask ourselves. She is doing wonderful up there, and she actually is much higher level than Lifestealer. She's got the benefit of an off lane because she hasn't been getting any of her experience sapped. Sand King going on Triz. Kriz getting pretty low. Mirana's going to come in and help him out. He needs to be careful. That arrow's not far off. She decides not to throw it, and they do let that Darkseer get out. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Clockwork puts up the cogs defensively. On the run again. Good usage. Killing a Clockwork is like trying to catch a greased pig. 1 minute he looks like he's killable. The next minute he is out of town. And that's how this Clockwork's playing. Lights out very well today. Now we got a big group of 3 down here on the bottom. A little bit of scouting going by Nada. He does have the haste room, but he could be walking into a real shitstorm if he closes this gap. Those of you on the Twitch stream, I do appreciate your support, especially because I know some really big games are going right now. But why watch the pros when you could possibly get loot watching the amateurs? Noda on a chase. BP jumps, but will it be far enough? TP coming in. Noda got to run, but no, the stun is on. He gets popped, and he's going to go down. Down goes Noda. And Mavin loses their first one. And BIP gets his first kill of this match, which is impressively important for them right now. Look at that gold chart there at 1,500 to the detriment at the moment, and XP as well, so they pull it back just a little bit. Shiny Seguya finds himself a Clockwork. He's going to run back towards the base. The clogs miss. And now they know the Clockwork's cogs are down, but they don't have a way to respond to that. Meanwhile, Lifestealer is just content to get those last hits, as is Mirana up on this top lane. The difference, my friends, is the fact that Mirana has been cashing in incredibly high. Look at that difference in the net worth. She has 3,800, especially because of that early kill on the Darkseer, and is doing really well for herself on collecting those gold. Lifestealer equal on the last hits just about, but isn't nearly as high in the net worth. So this is definitely going the way of Mirana. Now Lifestealer just really wants to survive. He's going to come online around 23 minutes and be a force to be reckoned with. So it feels to me like Maven's going to try to push the pace of this game if they can, because once you hit that 23-minute mark, BIP is going to be in a really strong position with that Blink Dagger Puck Bomb, having Lifestealer obviously come out inside of the Dream Coil and just wreck face. It's like a homemade Chronosphere. Big arrow, beautiful shot. Chris trying to TP away, no hope for him, and he will go down to the final right click. So Chris not having the best game. Take a quick look at those kills, deaths, and he has already died twice with nothing to show for it. Rotation coming down. BP's got Visage in tow. And they're going to look at the bottom. The bottom, this could be it. Lifestealer in some trouble. Hauling down to about 100 HP. Gets out. Safety in numbers. Gets to the Nyx Assassin. And even Dota. And my Arlic not willing to make that chase. Not knowing who else was there, since we did obviously have Chiz off the map after his death. They were worried about a TP in and a possible counter turn. So Puck is still bottle crowing at 9 minutes into the game. Right now, Arlic is really scouting around, but he's putting himself in some really risky situations here. Running aggressively through his opposing team's jungle. They don't have vision. They don't know that he's there right now, but he is in a very scary spot. If Lifestealer turns that corner with a Nyx Assassin, they could be in some serious trouble here. It looks like Lifestealer smells something, and here they come. So there's the slow, there's the follow. Nyx is going to put up a stun here. Nice cog, catches the Nyx, so the Nyx will go down. But so will the cogs. Nyx on the run. He does drop. Lifestealer in a place to get himself a kill. Bane comes in to rescue. Huge nightmare. And he's able to chase out. So Clockwork will escape after getting the kill at the behest of a beautiful Bane rotation. However, in the meantime, TA taken down in the mid position by BP. What ends up being a 1-for-1 wash, actually going the way of BIP, because Templar Assassin, in my opinion, far more valuable than the Nyx, who's playing in that support role right now. Smoke up on LeBron. Evans not so much, so LeBron going to make a rotation to the mid. BP does go for some rune grabbing, fills up a bottle with an invis rune as he rotates back towards the mid. One Mirana in a very dangerous place, checking out the bottom, thinking about going in maybe behind Chiz. But really, I think that her best bet is to keep that farm going or rotate down and get a kill on someone else, because Chiz has been so held back. He's really a non-factor at the moment. Look at that. Actually, I should rephrase that. He has managed to get his farm back in due to those ion shells. Down the bottom. Big move. LeBron uses that epicenter, smashing Lifestealer, but Lifestealer all so tanky, but it's not going to be tanky enough. And a nice infest in their own creeps, but it was a deniable creep. He was low, and it does not work out. He does go down. Meanwhile, on the top lane, nothing special, in a bad position again. And down goes Mirana. So I said Mirana was scouting a bit too much. They made the use of it. She popped out of the bushes and ran into trouble. So that's 2 kills now going the way. I'm sorry, it's a split kill Lifestealer from Mavin. So Lifestealer, obviously the stronger carry at this point. And Mavin, I guess, comes out ahead if you want to call it that. But they decide to push past the tower instead of into the tower and aren't able to convert that kill into a hard push. Let's take a good chance look at the gold chart right here. It's about 3,000 of the way of Mavin, and XP is about 2,000 of the way of Mavin. So they are doing pretty well for themselves. Down here in the mid lane, it looks like Arlic's going to catch himself a Nyx Assassin. Shiny's trying to do anything he can, but he's not going to be able to handle it. That battery assault is just doing too much damage. On the run is Mavin. Hookshot's about to be up, so he is going to be able to make the escape. Puck not going to want to chase this into an unknown area because they did not have vision on any of these 3 here. He is going to have to back off and just sacrifice that Nyx, who was caught in a pretty tough spot. So this Clockwork has been on fire in this game, barely escaping at moments, but making plays that nobody else expected. Now Clockwork could be in some trouble. There is the move by Lifestealer. The chase is on. There's the hookshot and the cogs. TP to come out, but the soul assumption is used. He does get away. So a beautiful escape by Clockwork, just barely getting out of that one alive. Huge 6-charge soul assumption set off by Kipo, but Lifestealer not able to help, and Kipo just not having the right click ability. So smart hookshot to make that move on Kipo and prevent him from getting the kill. Had he hookshotted or cogged in with Lifestealer, Lifestealer assuredly would have killed him along with that soul assumption from Kipo. So I don't know if I think Clockwork is just the luckiest man alive, or if he's playing with the most outrageous margin skill I've ever seen. But that said, let's take a look at KD. It's 2 kills for him so far, and he has escaped by the hair of his chinny chin chin. And most of those Bane kills we see came out of Clockwork initiations when Bane has come in and saved his bacon. Levels right now about even. Net worth though, Marana way ahead on that net worth chart. Let's take a look at the items that are out right now. Down on the side of Mavin, there is a blink dagger up on the Sand King by level 7, 12 minutes. So that is a fast blink dagger for him. Hand of Midas up on the Marana explains that huge jump in her earning. I did not see when it came out. It looks to me though like she's been able to use it twice, which would imply that it was about a 9-minute Midas, which isn't surprising because she was giving free farm on her lane the entire time. Mechanism's on its way out to Darkseer as we speak. Actually, it's on him now, and the drums are up on the Lifestealer. So the farm pretty nice on both sides. It is anyone's match, even though the kill count says that it is Mavin's. All Mavin needs is one good fight here and a tower push, and this game is right back to even. Things are coming out down on the bottom. That Clockwork, again, using the rocket to scout. In the enemy territory, no help from anyone available to him. The chase is on. They want blood. You can see the chase going right now. He's going to fall back to the mid. It looks like we're going to see our first potential tower push of the game right now, if they do indeed make a mid rotation. Visage using his familiars to scout. He knows that Clockwork's been hunting. Now he's pinging him. He knows where he is. It looks like Darkseer's thinking about responding, but they have to worry about this push at the same time. So ping's coming out. Clockwork looking for a gank. BP super low. Needs to be wicked careful here. A big hook shot would end his work. He does fall back. He finds himself a team, and they're going to feint towards the bottom. They are pinging out for defense. They know that the bottom rotation is happening due to this ward right here, and they're going to head down there to try and defend this tower against him. Hiding in the trees. It's like Vietnam up in this bitch. Up on top, tower is destroyed by the Dire, so they get that tower push. They're now setting up for a possible tower push on the bottom. De-warding. They do have the ward down, but they don't. Do they see it? Do they see the observer ward? Yeah, they should. There we go. Now we get to see a D-ward. They'll get that sentry ward as well. And that's really going to hurt them because they're going to lose a lot of vision here in this area. So the Visage Familiar is working in tandem with that Sand King. Obviously, the changes to the jungle now mean that the Sand King can't just farm using that Sandstorm because it scatters these guys. They all run out of range. However, when Visage put his Familiars there, it actually made them stay and fight. So he was able to get that camp clear very quickly. Now he just has to sit and wait for them to run in and out. Nope, no movement. They're still concerned with ganking, which I find interesting since Mavin does find themselves with an advantage right now, that they're not pressing that they're not moving on towers. And this, maybe I eat my words. Maybe this is the push we've been waiting for. No, it looks like he's still searching for potential farms stuck in the bushes. Not his finest blink, waiting for a move opportunity. This could be it. Clockwork in some trouble. The whole team is there. There's the Dream Coil to start things off. Boom! Clockwork drops like a rock. There comes the ulti. Epicenter going off. 1 down. 2 down. It's now for 2-1. Buyback from the Clockwork. Big chase going on. Senor has got the refractive shield. Puck. Nice phase shift, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to go down. Down goes Lifestealer, and that is 4 down. Buyback from the Darkseer. So we've got a team wipe and a buyback. Here's the run back. Darkseer comes in to fight, but he is now on the run. Buyback for no particular reason as he's got to get himself out of some trouble, but will he be able to keep it up? They are going to have to disengage here. They don't want to keep this going. A big vacuum. Mavin uses those clocks. I'm sorry, Arlek uses the clocks and has to get out, but they're going to lose themselves a tower here. BP Kriz is crazy as he makes this chase. And that, my friends, was a team wipe for a 2 if I count correctly, but they also lost a tower. And that's exactly what Mavin wanted to accomplish in this exchange. We'll give a second for that gold graph to update, then I'll take you guys to exactly what those levels are. Gold right now is 8,000 to the advantage of Mavin, and XP is about 8,000 to the advantage of Mavin as well. So Mavin doing great work. Great work. Asking for a pause, which is fine by me because it gives us a chance to go through the numbers. So let's play the numbers game. Number 1, kills, deaths. Bane doing the best right now, but he does have the most assists as well. So he's doing a great job. He has pulled Clockwork's fat out of the fryer more times than I care to count. Last hit deny, Mirana is the name of the game. She has been farming like a champ, but look at those denies coming out of TA. TA worked that mid incredibly hard, and as a result, you can see that Puck's only got 56. So she's done a really good job in that system. Now, 12 and 12, the hero levels here, TA and Mirana, very revealing. Puck, though, and Darkseer about to hit that, so Darkseer, I do want to congratulate on a nice bounce back after 2 early ganks. Current gold, though, look at that stack up on TA. Compared to the net worth, though, this is the story of the game. Mirana and her Midas and her free farm out of the gate gives them a net worth of 9,700 compared to her nearest competitor, the other carry, is 59. That is a differential of over 8, 9, 2,000, almost 3,000 gold. And that's a full item, ladies and gentlemen, that she is going to have as an advantage in these team fights. Take a look at this chart. It is just a staggering. You start with the bunny hill and work your way up to a double black diamond is where we're at right now. It is a steep drop that I wouldn't want Sean White to have to take on as a challenge. And that is what BIP is going to have to ride out if they're going to make this happen. We're talking double diamond black comeback. And I don't know if that's going to happen. It's going to be very, very tough for them. Pause drawn out a little bit longer than I was hoping it would. Let's take a look at some items. Nothing special over here on the Mirana. Still got that hand of mice, but she does have a Perseverance up, as well as a Ring of Aquila. So that's why she's doing such hard work. Her mana regen is outrageous right now, and she's starting to really put on those damage items. We do have the staff originally picked up by Clockwork. He's been a little slow going in this process. And up on top, really no new items. Puck did finally get his Blink Dagger up. And we are looking... I'm waiting for bracers on this Lifestealer so the two of them can start working that bomb that they've been working on. Those of you who are just joining us, it is great to have you here. This is the Romanian Cup. I've never done Romanian Dota before, but so far it has been fairly action-packed and a lot of fun to watch. Glad you guys could join me. If you're on Twitch, thanks for supporting us. We really do appreciate it. If you haven't followed the stream, please do so. My name's Toffees. You can follow me at Toffees_Dota2. And 5 Midas Gaming is my crew. So we cast, we consult, we play, we do it all, and we're glad that you guys are here. So starting to spend some of your afternoon with us, especially when so many big games are going on around the country right now, or around the world, rather. That said, those of you on Dota TV, great choice. I'm sure you are getting tons of sick loot because of the fact that it is an amateur tournament when the pros are playing. So hopefully you get more, and hopefully you buy tickets, folks, so that you can support the amateur scene out here in Romania. That said, now we get the pleasure of sitting and waiting while the freezes or disconnects. Nobody said what it is, actually. Could be a visitor. You know, once I was playing a video game, and one of the guys on my team said, AFK, please, and he walked away from the computer, and he never came back. Not for about 2 weeks, and we asked him, hey, what happened to you, man? And he said, well, I'll tell you what happened is I went to my door to answer it because somebody knocked, and when I opened the door, I got pistol whipped in the face, and they stole my fucking computer. This is a true story. It took him 2 weeks to get a new one set up so that he could log back on and let us know what was going on. So that's my anecdotal story for what happens with pauses and running out of anecdotal stories, I suppose. Now we just got to hope that the pause ends. Take a look at some transmogs. Puck, nothing. I don't even know if they make a transmog for a Puck, to be honest. Nyx Assassin, I like that headpiece. Looks good. Darkseer, I also like that one. So some nice transmogs over on this side. Lifestealer, always the same. Always gross looking. Mirana, pretty classic as well. Moving over to the Mavin side. Well, thank God the game is restarting. So just like that, we are back up and running. Net worth on for you guys to check. And I'm glad that Twitch.tv is making people make connections. So those of you who are there making connections, following each other on Twitter, thanks for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. When I say we, I mean me. I'm just used to having a co-caster. LeBron farming hard, looking for some more pieces. He does have the Helm of Iron Mill and the Null Talisman on standby. Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't called them out. That extra intelligence and HP regen would be super helpful for him as he farms this jungle. Uh-oh, Puck Bomb incoming. Smoke up on the Puck. Life Stealer inside. There's the jump, the explosion, the Dream Coil, and that's a kill. So that was Wombo Combo 1, 2, 3. No chance for him to walk away, and down he goes. And they should be able to convert this into a tower due to the fact that no one is anywhere near enough to respond. Here comes the cavalry, moving in, decide to go check on a Roche. Ballsy going for the Roche during this moment, but you know what? There is no vision, so they don't know that this is happening. TA is just going to Roche hard by himself while the rest of the team puts themselves on the creep waves and shows, hey, nothing's amiss here. Throws the arrow, great job on Roche, adds a little extra damage but doesn't actually leave the lane. Meanwhile, up on top, LeBron in some trouble. Do they have vision? They don't need it. They use the Nyx to finish him out of his Sandstorm, and down he goes. But they're going to trade a Nyx Assassin, basically, for a Roche, and that is a great trade for them at this moment in time. That TA now sitting on a Desolator and an Aegis is getting very chunky. Nyx Assassin did just pick up his boots, so that is a little bit late for him to get that mana reach. He's been struggling with it. Puck finishes up, gets off of his brown boots as well. So a little bit slow, but this TA is starting to look pretty fat. Now, if we go and we look at that Mirana, she is also getting insanely fat. There is the ultimate orb, so she's got 1,000 gold in the bank. We're getting pretty close to what she's looking for here. Destroyed tower, Lifestealer, it looks like, up on top takes himself a tower, but down on the bottom they're going to trade a tower. So tier 1 for tier 1, no one really comes ahead on this one. Being a Lifestealer and Mirana both got the last hits, they both pick up the extra gold. Sorry about that, grabbing a quick drink. The sack is on, they're moving straight to the tier 2. TP comes in from BP. He does have the Infest, and he has Darkseer with him. So a big move here, nice phase shift. Here's the jump. Will they come out? Will they pop the Dream Coil? They choose not to. It's just a chase away. Mirana arrow dodged deftly by that Nyx. And both teams setting themselves up. They know the fight's going to come. They're trying to make it work. They know that that Puck wants to lay into him with the Dream Coil bomb. We're just waiting for it. Coming through the trees would be a good choice. Oh, they circle around behind. Huge jump. They catch themselves out with the Darkseer. Get the first kill so fast, but they lose the tower. Mirana pops her ulti, and they're going to try to run. They do have wards down. There is the epicenter chase. Big move on BIP. BIP getting low. Mech goes off. Kriz getting low as well. Huge stun from the Sand King as he's about to die. And we see 3, 4 go down. Here comes the Aegis popping back up, but he's going to run into hell because Mirana's about to drop as well. Jumps into the bushes and stalls long enough for TA to run. And that is a 5-man wipe with an Aegis pop. But will know to get away? I don't know. He does it. The stuns are out, and that is a 6-person wipe for BIP. Well worth the tier 2 tower, and they come out ahead on this one. Almost tie up the kill score, and bring that gold grab. They are sitting on the point of hard return, but that is going to help stabilize them because that was an epic win, and they're going to push into this tower as hard as they possibly can. And it doesn't look like Maven's going to have what it takes to respond. They may stop in about halfway. They don't have a glyph up. So here come the TPs. They're going to have to fall back. But they did their job. They showed Maven that they don't have this game as well in hand as they thought that they did. Puck could be in a bit of trouble here. There we go. Nice jump. Good use of that Blink Dagger. He's going to hide in the bushes and TP out. Nope, no TP on him. I'm sorry. He's just going to wait it out. There we go. Big blink. He's got the illusion orb. He's waiting for the mana to use it. And he will get out without too much trouble. So that XP chart was pulled back pretty largely by that fight. That gold chart, not nearly as much. And a lot of that is due to the fact that Mirana has just been on a farm monster. Nice plays all around here. This has been a very eventful match. I don't care what kind of Dota you're watching, pro or amateur, a good match is a good match. And so far, this has been back and forth, like watching one of those crazy tennis matches, not knowing who's going to come out ahead. So great play by both teams. Especially so far, that Clockwork has been doing some serious work. But I'll tell you what, in this second half, that Sand King has also been really bringing the pain. Though, once again, we knew that it would happen. 23 minutes happens right now. Bracers are now up on Lifestealer, as is the Skull Basher and the Drum of Endurance. He is officially online, folks. BP has the Blink Dagger. He is probably, I don't know what he's going to build for at this point. I'm not sure. I would go with a Dagon if I was him, because we've got that Lifestealer Bomb combo that's so strong. But the two of them together is going to be lethal, as we saw in that last team fight, and they're going to keep working on that. So it's a huge BIP comeback opportunity for them right now. They just have to play it safe and make sure they execute it correctly. Speaking of playing it safe, LeBron on the bottom, getting harassed by that Darkseer. So Darkseer, no longer the easy mark that he was looking for earlier. Big transition to mid. 4 for Mavin, 4 for BIP. Both teams staring each other across the abyss, and Mavin falls back into the jungle to farm. There's the Infest, Lifestealer inside of BP. BIP pops a dust. He's got Nyx in tow. That's 3 looking like 2 heading into the enemy's camps. There is no sentry wards on the way there, so this could be everything they want it to be. They're gonna looks like they could catch Nodo. They know that he's there. Nyx will open with the stun. If he can get in range, he can't. They pull out. Mirana pops her ulti, a beautifully used ulti. They did reveal the puck, and Nyx Assassin had to use his Invetta. So the chase is on for heavy. Great play by Mirana, and the disengage. BP on the run. They're going to go all the way back to that tower the chase is on. So this Lifestealer, this is the problem that Mavin ran into. They went for a less carry-oriented build, something a little more mid-game, and we're passing that mid-game aggressively, and they still haven't knocked down all the Tier 2s. Now, that isn't to say that BIP's back in this. They still have Tier 1 towers up, but that Lifestealer, known for his late-game prowess, is going to cause a lot of troubles now that he has come online, farming the Ancients, looking for some more pieces, and doing quite well for himself. Take a quick look at that TA here. She is sitting on her Desolate, and that's about it. She hasn't picked a whole lot up since then. She is about to get her BKB. She is a few hundred off of that, but meanwhile, down the bottom, we do see another big push out of BIP, a necessary push, and that is officially going to be all the T1s. Oh, big play by LeBron. He gets a huge spine. Burrow Strike knocks him in the air. He pops the epicenter, falls off. Chris not satisfied, not gonna let him go, but the TBs are coming out. Now Chris could be in trouble. Gets another big one, and Chris is gonna drop. So that's a 2 for none. Meanwhile, Puck was taken down on the top lane by a Clockwork pickoff. So they pay 3, get nothing out of it. I'm sorry, they get a tier 1 out of that. So this is the play that Mavin was waiting to make. Meanwhile, Mirana picks up a Maelstrom and gets that on hand, in addition to the fact that she already has a Lincoln Sphere. So while Nyx is a much harder carry, this Mirana is getting fat and getting fat fast. You look at that gold chart, it has kept going. We're down past that point of hard return again. XP is also hugely in the favor of Mavin, so don't let the closeness of those kills fool ya. Mavin has been in command of this match for a while now, and while BP has put together some comebacks, it would still take a pretty epic throw from Mavin to lose this thing. Now, both teams know that they are a team wipe away from a game-changing experience. So, another big team wipe, honestly, from if BIP is able to wipe Mavin out, can put them a little closer to being back in this running, especially if they can convert that into a Roche in a few minutes here. Mavin, on the other hand, if they get themselves a team wipe, it means one, if not two towers. So we're at that point where both teams are playing pretty careful, want to make sure that the match is actually theirs to win. And it looks like they're pretty content. LeBron doing a lot more farming than I really expected him to be doing at this point in the game. He does have that Veil of Discord, and it looks like he's probably going to be working towards a BKB. Nope, looks like he will be working towards an Ag Scepter next. Down in the mid, getting a lot of farm very aggressively. He really wants to make the most out of that epicenter. I don't know that I love Ags on a Sand King, however. Pings coming out. Looks like they're all over the place. They are checking that Roche pit. It's getting closer by the minute. Sending familiars in to keep an eye on things. TA does already have her trap there, so the familiar is kind of a bit of overkill. TA gonna go invis, maybe hoping somebody's coming to check things out here. Farm some familiars. There we go. So he farms little familiars, thought maybe Visage would come in behind it. Did not show up. Kriz does see it happen, though, and is going to get the hell out of Dodge. This is it. Here comes BIP. The fight could be on in the pit. All of BIP is prepping. Do they have the Nake's Bomb? Getting the puck. That's what they're going to open up with if they've got the mana for it. Puck rotating around. Trying to get a little bit of vision. Out goes Mavin. They smoke up. They hide in the bushes. No one knows where the other team is right now. They have very little vision, so they're trying to get it. Throws out an illusionary orb to take a look at things. Using those Visage Wards to scout. Uh-oh, BP Kriz in a bad place at the wrong time. Fiend's Grip up on him. Mirana uses her ulti. There's the engagement. Boom! Big Darkseer vacuum. One goes down, two goes down. The chase is on. Shiny drops, as does the Nyx. Here's the big fight here. Infest at the last second and runs away. The chase is still going, though. Mirana farms herself some more familiars. And Nyx does come out, so we lose a 3-2 going the way of Mavin. And they should try to convert this into a tower. The problem is the Puck Nyx Bomb is still up and a real threat to them with these three that do remain. Need to be careful back here. If they get spotted out back here, they could be in some serious trouble. There's a big jump on the Mirana. Speaking of serious trouble, Mirana leaps away. Big stun by the Sand King. Turn it back around. Arrow is gonna hit a creep. Saved at the last possible second. But BP is going to be dead. And that is a huge play by Mavin to pick off another one. And no less is it a pick-off, but it's a pick-off that goes the way of the fat Mirana. And they're going to try to transition this into a Roche push. A great job using that Sand King to tank. They do have to be very careful. Now the TA is here to help. Mirana is going to be getting a lot of gold out of this one. That is 18,500 going the way of Mirana here. She has so much farm that it's not even slightly funny. 3,000 gold. I predict she'll keep this for a buyback, but there are a couple other pieces she could love to get her hands on. Unnecessary at the moment, though, because she is close to 6 slotted. So once that Aegis goes down, we'll see a big buy up. Meanwhile, a Lifestealer picks up an Abyssal Blade, which is going to be very helpful for them in these fights. He's sitting on that Abyssal, that drums, and that armlet. Would like to be replacing that Stout Shield very soon here. The danger of getting that, though, is he bought Abyssal as soon as it was ready. No buyback in his pocket anymore. Nice little tester arrow from that Mirana. Not going to find any purchase, though. And once again, BP on the back foot. Look at this gold chart. Almost 17,000 to the way of Mavin. About the same in XP. If we pull up that hero level, Mirana 19, TA 17, and Nyx only 6. So bad news bears for BP at this point. And honestly, we see a big team wipe, and we probably see a GG. So for all of their rough game this far, they do have quite the fun symbol, though I think it may be copyrighted. Nothing special, sitting on the rune. She's got a double damage ready to use. Pops it once she knows Bane's in place to get the combo up and running, and they're going to try to force a bit of a fight here. Now, the two of them are off on their own. Pings come out from the Visage. They know where they are. They're going to move in on him. Here comes the jump from Darkseer. This could be trouble. Nice move by Puck. Locks him in place. Nothing special in Rebel. Bane went down. She doesn't have any defensive measures. Pops that Mirana. Ulti. Clockwork comes in for a big save and then jumps himself out of there. Kriz in some serious trouble right now. Nakes comes in to help as well. Nothing special going to be on the run. That Mirana ulti has paid off in dividends. Senor in a tough spot. There's the epicenter we've been waiting for, and he gets himself four. Lifestealer on the run. Will he make it out of there? Here comes the leap. Mirana should have it up. Boom. She jumps forward. 2 on 2, 3. Down she goes. Mirana gets the kill again. That's a 5-man wipe out of what they thought was a huge turnaround. And on they go. She is dominating and pushing forward. No need to even use that Aegis. Beautiful, beautiful play from Mavin on that executed team fight and secures themselves from what has almost no other option than to be a victory. They're actually mortaring down this. Sand King comes in, tries to slow some things down, but they don't even have creeps. They don't need creeps. They say this is our tower no matter what, and they're going to push into base. Nice sentry ward. Up on the tower, they'll start the right clicks on the high ground. They know that Nakes is still down, Puck is still down. The Puck bomb is not an option at the moment. The second that they come up, though, we should see an infest here. He's not going to wait. He's going to go out and engage. That is a barracks. They're going to get that ranged Rax down. There is the BKB from the TA. Mirana in some trouble. Nothing special going to go down, but she does have that Aegis, so she will be back up shortly. Here she comes. She's going to chase her. Is she going to run? It looks like she's thinking about disengaging. No, they just choose to stay in just a little bit longer. Big Dream Coil. Lifestealer comes out. Bane going to go down first. They shouldn't have stuck around. Clockwork, though, locks him in the cogs. Oh, he goes down, but he takes 2 with him. In comes the Sand King for a wonderful play. Buybacks, 2 buybacks, 3 down, 2 buyback, 2 coming back in. They're going to try to get this ranged Rax before they have to leave. Another big vacuum. Good play by Nyx. Leap from Mirana. Chases on the TA. TA in some trouble. Sand King gets the TP out at the last second. Mirana comes back to do some harass. Nodo, however, hiding. They get him down. They know where he was hiding, and that is 3 down. Mirana, nothing special, gets a kill on the Nyx and wants to man mode that Darkseer, and she does. Epic man mode, big leap. Huge arrow, misses completely, but that was a double man mode by Mirana by herself, overextended. Monster play, and she's now sitting on 8,000 gold, straight up buys the Manta style, no precursor, just right clicks it and still has enough for a buyback. Huge plays for nothing special, and she can go ahead and say that she has been something special, or he, in this match so far. And now they'll go play the margins. They got what they came for initially up here. They're going to rotate around and push up that top lane. Now the question is, at a deficit of 25,000 on gold and 27,000 on experience, what is BIP gonna do? Honestly, there isn't much. Their farm on Nakes is good. Their late game is strong, but this Mirana is just so beefy compared to Nakes. Arrow almost catches herself a Visage. There's a big move. Infest is on the Puck. They jump in. They land the Dream Coil. Bane goes down. Big jump from the Clockwork. However, nothing special. In some trouble. She's super stunned. Nakes on her. Wants the kill, but she is so escapable. Big vacuum back. Clockwork could go down. Clockwork does go down. The chase is still on. Puck wants to get himself a kill. Blinks out in front. Nothing special, taking a ton of damage. But that leap away makes her so hard to catch. So they get 2 on that tower push. Perhaps a little bit bold from Mavin. No, she stops and farms, and that could be some trouble, as Nyx is there with the Vendetta, but afraid to engage with the Sand King nearby. Oh, another big chase. Noda in a bad spot. Caught out by Kriz and the rest of the posse, and they kill him down. So this is not good. Mavin has been throwing their men in and losing them pretty aggressively here. And that's not what they want to be doing. They need to just group up and do some 5-man push with Mirana on a hard support position. They know for a fact that they are in a great farm on this gold lead, but you keep handing kills to that Lifestealer, and Lifestealer gets pretty beefy. You're going to have some trouble in this late game, especially if they're able to get a ability to get some of those Hex sticks up and keep that Mirana down. Uh-oh, LeBron, again, like we said, another one out of position. In comes the Clockwork, puts up the defensive cogs. He's got Chiz and Kriz inside, but he's going to try to run out of this one. There's the epicenter, big chase. Kriz in some trouble. Down he goes. Sand King as well. They get the big stun up with the spine, and down goes the Lifestealer. Nice counter by Nyx Assassin. Arrow comes through, misses, gets himself a ward, or gets himself a rune. I'm sorry, a creep. Meanwhile, Puck is in some trouble, jumps away. LeBron goes underground. But the fight has not ended there. Puck went down. Phase shift was not enough, and now Clockwork in a tough situation, but he gets himself the Visage, and that's a 4-man wipe. Mavin only loses 1. What's to prevent them from taking the towers? And just like that, they move in. Mirana doing a ton of damage, and she's going to just man mode through these barracks with 3 clicks. Those of you who were counting, Mirana got that barracks from 100 to 0 in 15 shots. So how many shots does it take to get the center of a melee barracks? It's 15 if you're this Mirana. Big stun by the Nyx. Clockwork gets vacuumed through, runs through again, and he is getting pretty low, but Mirana doesn't care. She's chasing anyway. Big stun by the Sand King. There goes the Lifestealer. Drops like a rock. Kriz goes down as well. They lose 3. As soon as Puck comes up, Mirana makes a jump. He blinks away, chases on. They want that Sand King, but it's not going to work. They get themselves a Puck, and Kipo, just barely dodges the arrow. The right clicks might finish him off. They do, and that is a rampage. Huge rampage, and hope you enjoy your items because this Mirana has been putting in work. And there's the GG. So Mavin takes out BIP, hands a rampage to Mirana, who is something special in a great exciting matchup from this Romanian Dota 2 game. So glad to be here, guys. Stick around. I'll go to the away screen, see if we can find ourselves another match, but it was great spending it with you. And Toffee's out. Oh, by the way, head over to Twitter and follow me at Toffees_Dota2. I feel like I should say that because I'd love to have some more follows. And those of you joining us on Twitch today, thanks for being here.